and a very good day to everyone. Today, I will be presenting on the issue of scheduled poisons found in food products in Malaysia based on the statement released by the Ministry of Health. My presentation will cover the factors contributing to this problem and the measures that can be taken by both the government and consumers. The aim is to understand why this issue occurs and how we can collectively prevent it. Let's take a look on the background of the issue. In November 2020, the Ministry of Health announced that 21 food products from 16 different brands were found to contain scheduled poisons. These findings came from 849 product analyses conducted between 2019 and August 2020. Scheduled poisons are substances that are prohibited from being added to food because they can pose serious health risks, such as organ damage, cancer, or long-term toxicity. This discovery raises important questions. Number 1. Why are manufacturers using these harmful substances? Number 2. How did these products reach the market? And most importantly, what can be done to prevent this? The first major factor is poor compliance with food safety regulations by some manufacturers. Certain manufacturers may intentionally add prohibited substances to make their products look or taste better, last longer, or reduce production costs. Examples include the use of illegal preservatives, artificial coloring, or chemicals meant for industrial use. In many cases, the motive is profit. They want to compete with other brands, reduce expenses, or create products that appear more appealing to consumers. This unethical behavior puts consumers' health at risk and show a lack of responsibility in following the Food Act 1983 and related regulations. The second factor is limited awareness among consumers. Many consumers do not check labels, do not understand ingredient lists, and may not know the health risks of certain chemicals. As a result, unsafe products can continue to sell well because consumers prioritize price, color, or packaging rather than safety. When consumers are not aware of these risks, manufacturers feel less pressure to comply with regulations. This lack of awareness creates a cycle where unsafe products remain in the market. Another contributing factor is insufficient monitoring and enforcement capacity. Although the Ministry of Health conducts checks regularly, the number of food products in the market is extremely large. With limited manpower and resources, it is challenging to monitor every retailer, manufacturer, or imported product. This gap allows irresponsible businesses to slip through the system and distribute unsafe products without being detected immediately. A fourth factor is high market competition. Manufacturers, especially small-scale producers, may feel pressure to compete with bigger brands. To make their products more attractive, faster acting, or long-lasting, they may resort to adding illegal substances. For example, in traditional herbal or health products, scheduled poisons might be added because they produce quick effects, which attract customers. But these short-term results come with long-term health risks. Last but not least, the final factor is illegal imports and unregulated items. Malaysia imports many food and health products. Some are brought in without proper approval or undergo minimal inspection. These products may contain banned substances, especially those sold online or from unknown sources. Without strict border control, unsafe products can easily enter the Malaysian market and reach consumers. Next, we move on to the measures that the government can take. The first measure is to strengthen enforcement and penalties. This includes increasing inspections, conducting surprise sampling, and taking firm action against offenders. Penalties such as higher fines, shutting down factories, and prosecuting those who violate food laws can serve as strong deterrents. The government can also monitor online platforms where many unsafe products are sold without proper regulation. The second measure is to educate the public. The Ministry of Health can organize campaigns on food safety, distribute educational materials, and encourage consumers to check product registration labels and ingredients. Awareness campaigns help consumers make better choices and push manufacturers to follow safe practices. When consumers are informed, they become the first line of defense. Another key measure is to strengthen border control and product screening. Customer officers, MOH, and other agencies must work together to prevent the entry of illegal or unsafe food products. This may involve using better technology, stricter inspection procedures, and cross-border collaboration with neighboring countries to track suspicious products. Next, the government can also work with manufacturers through training, certification, and guidance. Providing support for good manufacturing practices (GMP), hazard analysis and critical control points (HACCP), and food safety training helps ensure that businesses understand and follow safe production standards. Because when manufacturers are equipped with the right knowledge and tools, the likelihood of unsafe practices decreases significantly. Now, let's move on to measures for consumers. The first one is responsible purchasing. Consumers should avoid extremely cheap products or items with unrealistic claims. Always check the ingredient list, expiry date, and whether the product is approved by relevant authorities such as the Ministry of Health. Buying from reputable brands reduces the risk of consuming dangerous substances. Consumers can also play an important role by reporting suspicious products. If a product tastes strange, has unusual colors, or is unregistered, consumers can report it through MOH hotlines or online systems like FOC. Public reporting helps the authorities take faster actions. The next measure is self-education. Consumers should learn how to read product labels, understand common additives, and stay updated with food safety alerts from the Ministry of Health. When consumers are knowledgeable, they are less likely to fall for unsafe or illegally manufactured products. In conclusion, the detection of scheduled poisons in food products is a serious issue that threatens public health. The problem arises from a combination of factors such as poor manufacturer compliance, low consumer awareness, limited monitoring, market competition, and illegal imports. However, through stronger government enforcement, effective public education, and responsible consumer behavior, this issue can be controlled and prevented. Food safety is not the responsibility of one party alone. It requires cooperation between manufacturers, authorities, and consumers. By working together, we can ensure that the food we consume is safe, high quality, and free from harmful substances. Thank you for listening.